Hey, have you ever noticed why we tend to eat lunch around a certain time every day? You know, the world revolves 24 hours a day, but in the morning, we usually call it from like 6 o'clock in the morning to like 9 o'clock in the morning is when we eat breakfast. And what I mean by eating breakfast, some people have your oatmeal, grits, waffles, pancakes, or sometimes they might get an orange. That could be considered their breakfast. Or they could have a fruit. That might be considered their breakfast, or a cup of yogurt. Or some people might just have some coffee. Some Organo Gold coffee. Now, you could have coffee. Like for me, I drink coffee every morning at 9 o'clock. And for some reason, between 11:30 and 1 o'clock is when I tend to eat lunch. And then you have what, from basically 1 o'clock all the way until 6 o'clock to around the time that you would consider dinner time. That's weird how we have like a 3-hour gap as to morning time to have breakfast, and then like a 2-hour span of lunch, which is basically only like 3 hours apart from the time you ate the first time. Then when you have your snack, afternoon snack, I would consider, because what I would do is after I have my coffee around 11 and 1 o'clock, I would have some food. That food can consist of a bologna and cheese sandwich, anything really brief. It also could be Panda Express. You know, it all depends on the person and what you're doing throughout that day and how far you have to drive if you're driving. So what I have considered myself to do is around 3 o'clock and 4 o'clock, I tend to have a snack, which is some chips. That way, by the time you get off of work around 6 o'clock and you get hungry for dinner, you'll be prepared. You'll have like food in your body that you can't always say is bad for you, because you can have, with your lunch, you can have Vital Cocoa Water, which I've never tasted it before up until now. It's actually pretty good, and it actually says it dehydrates you so that it gives you more electrolytes than leading sports drinks. So I think I'm going to start getting some of this. But once again, have you ever thought about why we have lunch between 11 and 1 o'clock instead of having lunch for breakfast and breakfast for lunchtime and dinner for breakfast? Well, some people do have dinner for breakfast. But anyway, I just thought I'd give that information to you because some people just have no idea. Just make sure you have your 2 or 3 cups of water. Well, not this size of water, but I mean, you're supposed to have about 16 to 24 ounces of water a day. But for me, I couldn't do that personally, because just for some reason my body is like used to going to the restroom every 2 hours because I drive for a living. Anyway, have a good day and keep you some fruit.